Uh, I was talking about or what am I using about it? Oh yeah. So basically, this is a field trip for kids. Now, what that means is, um, if you can imagine, you're being forged to the fires of mortar right now in the future, and let's say mortar is TV and the internet. And the reason why is so that you can be atoned into. You're gonna have all this personality, right? You're forged to. You get this, all this emotion. You get this forge. You get this talent, this X factor. You get to feel what it's like to have fame, and then you're taking your whole family with you, everybody with you, anybody, any fish that you focus on, you can catch all the big fish that you want to. It's not just one. And so you learn it. You come in, you're getting forged with all this personality, this fire. You're getting talent. Now you're essentially a royal jester. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to go through and see the Avatar trees and the giants and the Thorium Utopia age where we got magic carpets off of thorium reactors, etc. And you're going to go through that age, but then it's going to end, whether it's mutually assured destruction or whatever. You're going to get to watch the whole Irony Age after the Golden Age from the beginning to the end as this sort of royal gesture had been forged through the fires of Mordor during these end times, these revelational times that we're in now. And it's like a huge field trip. So you get to go, and now you're the passer. Remember Jesus said you're be as a passerby? Well, you're forged through here as a star to learn why to be a passerby. Then you're a royal gesture, which is just something that's just common and known about in this, as you're going through history, everywhere you go, because you have the X factor now, nobody can deny it when you open your mouth, it comes from God, as far as they're concerned, is that you're protected by this. Just sort of, you have faith from God. Now, the reason why this is so you're going around, you're just like a royal jester, and you get to go, you get to be a passerby, and you get to be welcome everywhere you go. You get to learn you're gonna have all the time to learn all the languages, everything. It's really something else that's really gonna blow your mind. But I've talked about the Brachistone. It's called the Brachistone paradox, or I think it's the Brachistone. It's Vsauce does it. But if you take a third of a circle and the shape that it makes, the curve, and you put it into a frame, well, if you have multiple of them lined up and you drop balls from them at any point in it, if you drop a ball from the top or the middle, they both hit the bottom at the same time. And what this means is, when it's time, when you go with your forever friends for the next cycle to watch this all from beginning to end as a passerby, like Jesus wants you to, you're going to be a royal gestures with the X factor while you're doing this. And you're not going to care about fame because everything is in such chaos. You're just watching the show, enjoying the whole show. This is like the ultimate fairy tale of history repeating itself with, it's a completely different thing, but it's a lot of the similarities, everything's very similar. And you're going to see things that were, and make the connections to the prophecy that you came from. But, so this is why, like, when you're standing around, like, fuck these kids, we don't care what they hear. You're like, you're not looking at it from the real long-term perspective that this is about us. And these avatar trees and real life giants and all this shit that's gonna come, it's about us. And then watching the whole prophecy of history again, it's all about us. So yeah, that's why it's so upsetting. Like, wow, we're just gonna watch the fireworks show and keep putting vulgar voices in the NPCs in our heads until they get their faction up. It's like wrong. Because forever is such a long, long time. You want to make sure they're able to forgive you and even keep you while you just stood by with your eyes closed letting this shit happen. Because they're going to make sure that your ball in the Brachistone hits the bottom with theirs no matter what if you're one of their big fish. This means if you're in their family, you're basically fucked. One way. But anyways, not really in a good way because you're going on a family field trip with the rest of God's kids, and you're gonna go watch the whole thing from beginning to end as a passerby, having been forged through the fires of Mordor as a star. And so it's really the most beautiful thing that there can ever be. It's like, so that's why everybody, that's why it's really is so easy to be grateful once you see what this is really gonna do, what you're really gonna do. So,